soir-là, à Wembley, 7000 jeunes en délire acclamaient leurs idoles. Ce sont les Mods. Dehors, un carrousel bruyant de motos, ce sont les rockers. Les alentours étaient truffés de fourgons cellulaires, de voitures radio et de centaines de policiers. Tout un déploiement de force contre un nouveau klaxon que l'on croyait inévitable. À la fin du spectacle, les Mods allaient être attaqués par quelques centaines de rockers. Ces rockers, nous les avons suivis jusqu'à leur point de rassemblement, un café de routier à 3 km de là. Nous les avons trouvés prêts, non pas à l'attaque, mais à la défense. On leur avait laissé entendre que les Mods, par milliers, allaient tenter de conquérir leurs repères. Les Mods ne se sont pas montrés, les rockers n'ont pas donné l'assaut. La foule des badauds, des journalistes et des photographes s'était dérangée en vain. Les Mods, les voici. Ils ont un scooter, les rockers une moto. Les Mods sont élégants, ils aiment danser. Les rockers portent blousons et bottes de cuir, ils ne vivent que pour leur moto. Les rockers sont plus âgés, ils ont abandonné le scooter pour la moto, ils ont mûri, disent-ils. Et les Mods, que disent-ils?
Well, I suppose if you saw somebody dressed really up to date, you'd class them as a mod.
Even if he's not riding on a scooter.
Well, there's such things as walking as well, isn't it?
Wel, mods zijn goed gekleed, terwijl rockers vuil zijn en vuil haar hebben en niet proper zijn. Een andere ding is mods amuseren hun eigen, gaan naar koffiebaars, ze gaan on scooters rijden, ze gaan dansen veel.
How would you describe a mod?
He moves with the times, you know. He keeps up with the dress and the dances, and goes to the clubs, and he enjoys himself, you know. Just don't do one thing all the time. Change around.
Do you think mods enjoy themselves?
Yeah, do what you feel like, you know.
Do you think a rocker enjoy himself?
In their own little minds, I suppose they do, you know. They live with their little motorbikes and do a ton up and down the bypasses and that. I think that's their fun, it's their fun, isn't it?
So, some boys down at the scene club, let's say, they go around nearly dressed as girls, I've been told. Is it true?
Yeah, it's true. Some of them are a bit, you know, well, they're extremists, you know. There's extremists of everything, aren't they? I suppose if they like dressing like that, they like it.
Rockers say that mods boys are effeminate, and, you know, they look like girls, they dress like girls. Do you think mods spend too much time bothering about clothes and dress?
Of course not. You got to look smart, look like that lot down there, greasy. Hey, girls don't like rockers, you know. Most girls don't like rockers.
I suppose you're also a mod.
No, I'm not.
What are you then?
I'm a rocker.
How do you explain the way you're dressed? I mean, the way you're dressed and your hair.
I mean, I've got to give my leather jacket a rest, haven't I? I can't wear it all the time. I don't know if this is true or not, because I don't really know many mods, but not to speak to, you know. But you get the impression from all the things you hear, you know, that they're a bit feminine.
You mean the boys?
Yes.
And you think rockers?
Yes, I mean, they're masculine.
You
yes.
You like boys to be masculine?
Like men. Well, if it's a nice-looking rocker, then I like it more than if it's a nice-looking mod.
I see. And if it's a nice-looking mod and a bad-looking rocker?
Then I try and change the mod into a rocker.
I like to get things fashionable rather than really mad mod, because I think they're stupid. Well, if there's something modern I like, I buy it, but if I don't like it, I won't buy it.
Do you always find it easy to keep with the change of the trend?
Not really. It's expensive because, you know, you sometimes can't afford to buy everything. It changes so quickly. You can go dancing one week, you can go dancing the next week, the dancing's changed, the clothes have changed.
Je ne suis pas un mod, je ne suis pas un rocker.
Est-ce qu'il y a beaucoup de garçons, de jeunes gens, de jeunes filles comme vous, qui ne sont ni rockers, ni mods?
Ah oui, beaucoup de personnes qui vont à une bonne école,
Oui.
et qui avaient une petite intelligence. Il est le même que moi. Une personne qui est dans la rue, il ne sait pas la différence que moi et le mode et moi que les rockers. Mais pour moi, je sais que la différence est dans la tête.
Les rockers n'ont pas peur des mots. Ils ont cependant plus de bon sens et de santé qu'on ne le croit. Les jeunes filles sont l'élément modérateur, ils le disent. Elles ont 17, 18 ou 19 ans. On se marie très jeune en Angleterre. Et quand on se marie, on se range, comme partout ailleurs. On sort de la jeunesse, cette dernière terre inconnue. Et c'est peut-être parce qu'ils savent qu'ils vont entrer dans une vie d'adulte médiocre et sans surprise que ces jeunes gens fuient leur ennui en 4e vitesse. Ils ont été à l'école jusqu'à 16 ans, c'est la loi. Ils sont trop instruits pour faire d'honnêtes ouvriers. Ils ne le sont pas assez pour réaliser les rêves qu'on leur a donnés. Leur amour de la moto et leur mépris des mods sont également preuve de santé.
Have you brothers, sisters?
Yeah, I've got 2 sisters and 2 brothers.
What are they? Are they mods? Are they rockers?
My 2 sisters are mods and my 2 brothers are rockers.
The 2 girls are mods. But how do you get along with them?
We're arguing all the time.
Arguing
They
about
like one
what?
thing, I like the other. Or about clothes. I go on bikes, they go on scooters.
All your
Things like
tastes
that.
are different. Clothing and...
Everything, yeah.
Do you think a rocker boy looks nicer than a mod?
Nicer than a mod? Oh yes, I mean the mods, they look too feminine, they look more like girls. Sometimes you can't tell the difference between them. They all look like girls and they just love themselves.
You agree with them?
Well, it's true, isn't it? It must be true. The way they dress up, the girls look more like boys than what the fellas do.
Well, they all wear practically everything exactly the same. And the things they wear aren't sensible. So, I mean, at least rockers, I know you say they look the same. I don't think they do. You can distinguish them, but at least the things they wear are sensible. As Horsey said, if they come off a bike with a leather jacket on, they don't get hurt a lot, because that's parts of protection.
A rocker girl, you know, she's got a figure and you have to look around here and see some of them. They look like females, not like, you know, something out of a queer book or something, you know.
Would you go out with the mod girl?
Yeah, if she was all right.
Would she go out with you?
I doubt it. But I don't really know. Sort of come what the girl is. If she's a really mod, she wouldn't, but if she's just after, you know, what the boy looked like and what you got, as he says, that's it, you go out with him.
That's why you're a rocker.
I prefer to be a rocker because I like motorbikes. I prefer them to scooters. Scooters are death traps to me. I wouldn't touch one.
I mean, if I started dressing up more smartly, I'd have to give up bikes. I don't think I'd do that.
Why would you?
Well, I've always had a bike since I became the age to ride one. And I've never been without one, so I don't think I'll give them up now.
What do you like so much about bikes? Speeding up and doing a
No.
ton?
No, not necessarily, but when you're on a bike, you've got, you're free. I mean, the traffic don't bother you. You're out in the open.
J'aime voir beaucoup de motos et je crois que c'est assez bon pour les jeunes gens avoir un instinct sportif.
À a.k.a, nord-est de Londres, le club 59 existe depuis 2 ans. Tout a commencé par une messe à l'intention des motocyclistes. Des rockers sont venus trouver le vicaire Shergold et lui ont suggéré d'organiser un club à leur intention. Aujourd'hui, le club compte plus de 4000 membres. Il en vient 5 à 600 tous les samedis soirs. Le père Bill a un blouson de cuir comme eux et une 650 qui fait l'admiration de tous. Comme il répète volontiers, ils sont une grande famille. De l'extérieur, cela ressemble à un clan, à un gang. Mais quand on y entre, on se découvre un foyer des amis. Il ne faut ni clé, ni formule magique. Il ne faut que le désir sincère d'y entrer et les barrières tombent d'elles-mêmes.
the trouble is about this word rocker that it now seems to signify sort of enmity with the mods and this rather ridiculous business that's been going on lately, these outbreaks of violence between the mods and the rockers. I think it's perfectly right if it's just a question of laughing at one another and taking the mickey, as we say, but when it becomes a question of violence, of course it's wrong. And
do you feel that the press writing about it, fights between mods and rockers, do you think it contributes to bad feeling between the two?
I think it makes some young people feel that they've got to cause trouble because it's almost expected of them because it's written about so much these days.
How does let's say an average person feel in the street when he sees a whole lot of rockers going by?
I think very often they're a bit afraid of them, you know. They don't know them, and they do look rather terrifying in their leather jackets and on their bikes. I think once they get to know them, they realise they're perfectly normal human beings, and they laugh at them.
Le dimanche matin, on part au hasard des routes. Parfois, elles mènent à une ville comme Clacton, et cela fait du bruit, mais cela n'arrive pas souvent.